we'll watch the VOD and then we'll rank. Because I mean, I know what they all look like, or almost all of them. So. Okay, watching it like not in the middle of like heated combat. Berserker's gigantic sword channel is pretty sick. What are they called? I think the first one here is called Chainbreaker. And then I don't know what the second one's called. Big Dick Sword Attack. Berserk Fury. Berserk Fury is what it's called. Big Dick Sword Attack. It also changes when you're in burst mode, what it looks like, but I don't think he's gonna show it. Yeah, he didn't show it in burst mode. Big Sword Dick Attack. Yep. Okay. So we're starting with Berserker, but I don't know. Let's see. Where's my tier list? Here it is. Okay. Big Dick Sword Attack. Alright. Any thoughts on initial placement for Big Dick Sword Attack? Stickity?
I mean, it's not very large, which I think adds points to it, in that it's like, you have to hit it.
It does. Okay, to be fair, in terms of damage, Chain Break does more. And is easier to land. But the factor you get as you charge up the Big Dick Sword Attack is like Brutal Impact. That is kind of sad, though, that Slayer has the Berserker Awakening as a default attack.
I don't think I rank either of these super highly.
We're going off looks, usability, damage, all together.
We're going off of
total pog. We're going off their total pog.
Yeah.
All factors included. They're universal tiering. I think I want to put Big Dick Sword Attack in B. Do we have any objections? I might move it around later, but for a starter, feel like it's a B tier.
I think that's fair. I was gonna put it in B tier.
Now, in terms of chains, I also think it's a B tier though. Just because it's good in damage, it has a cool animation, but it's not that cool.
I was almost thinking C tier, but I'm fine with B tier.
I think Berserker for Berserker is pretty accurate to these. Okay, next we have Paladin. Okay, we'll look at Paladin's awakenings. He's got the big dick sword.
That will be a repeating theme.
Yeah. And then he's got the I am Anarius kind of shit going on. I didn't realize you got wings during that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually really sick. I didn't notice that you got wings. Do we not see that as our side?
No, we see it. Or at least I see it.
You're the paladin.
Yeah. Look up.
Also, you might not see it either on low graphic.
Possibly.
Oh. Okay. So we've got... Okay. Paladin's first awakening, the big sword. F. Fair?
Yeah. I think it's an F.
Wait, doesn't it change when you're in judgment mode? I thought it looked really sick when you're in judgment mode.
I don't think it does. Maybe it does, but I'm pretty sure it's the same. Okay. You send out a little bloop along the ground and then it explodes. It's not even.
Okay.
I don't know. I think the sword thing is kind of cool. I think it needs to do more in order to get a higher tiering.
Yeah.
Like, if it even just, like, applied some sort of, like, giga crit thing to the enemy.
Yeah, it's just damage for Chaos
It's
Dungeon.
just damage. Yeah.
The lingering remnants of when they... I mean, they obviously designed Paladin to be a DPS at one point in design and then just realized the game needed a second support because Bard was the only thing it had.
Yeah.
So, which is fair. I think that the Get the Wings big shield is an A tier.
I think it's certainly above Berserker.
I think it's A or S tier.
I was going to say A or B. I'm fine with A.
I think it's the very top of the A tier for me.
Okay. I was going to say near the bottom of the A tier, but we'll see what else fills it out.
Okay, next is Gunlancer.
And it is in the Destroyer chapter of the
Wait, what?
video.
Why?
Don't ask.
Okay, where is Gunlancer? Where does it start?
In the middle of the Destroyer chapter.
Okay. Warlordo. Why does he have to auto attack?
Since their actual awakening is the auto attack.
Okay.
Big shield.
I think it gains points for how big it is. On that one.
I think.
And then you're definitely spawning not a sword. Surely it's a lance
We gotta
attack.
go rank the shield first. What do you?
I watched both the paladins before ranking them. And I watched
I
both the
guess,
other ones
sure.
before ranking them.
I guess.
Gotta see them side by side.
I want to spend more time on the Gunlancer.
We've
It's
got
definitely a lance.
so good to see when you're fighting alongside a Gunlancer, the shield. Yeah. So like, I don't think the shield looks that cool. I just think that its utility is what makes it good. The sword doesn't feel good to see. The sword, I think, okay, I haven't played Gunlancer, but it looks like the sword feels better to use as the Gunlancer. Because you just fucking bring down justice.
The sword is cooler. The problem with the shield thing is that you go through this animation, you're like, and then you kind of just like think it doesn't deal as much damage as you might expect it to, and like it's just strange in the way it's like it doesn't spawn around the enemy, it spawns around you. So like if you're at the head, sometimes it doesn't reach all the way to the back.
What is the
So
which is the icon? Is the golden circle? Which one's the sword icon? Which one's the shield? On here,
the shield is the one on the left, and the sword is the one on or the lance is the one on the right.
Okay,
It's a lance,
sure.
not a sword.
All right, I'm gonna put because of its utility and what it does. I think that I can give B tier to the shield circle.
Yeah, the cool part about the shield is that it's once it's out. Like if instead of doing like the charge up animation and you slam down, like if it was like faster, I feel like it would be better, which is not always the case. Because I feel like, for instance, the sword one for the Berserker, it being as long as it is the only thing that got it up into B tier. Otherwise, it would have been a C tier ability. But I feel like the effect of the circle is what you really care about, and that isn't really enough to propel it into higher tiers of awakenings.
Honestly, I might even move it down to C because I think the lance is a higher ranked for me.
Yeah. We also might need more tiers to more granularly tier things.
Where is the D tier?
We skipped D and went to F.
Oh, there we go. Okay, keeping this in mind, adding another tier, I'm going to put this one in C. I'm honestly going to put the shield in D tier.
In D tier.
Okay.
Ouch.
C. Okay, actually,
I think it's a C tier.
I think C, and I think that the sword. I think that the sword is really good because
it's a lance.
It's a separate. It's a separate crit buff. Big sword needs to be C. You think big sword goes in C? I think the chains
From
goes
Berserker?
in C. I think chains goes in. I think chains goes in C first.
I agree with chains being lower than sword.
Chains looks way cooler than sword. How
But sword
though?
looks. I don't know. I think sword looks.
The chains
like
feel so
bonking.
weird.
Worm's just that's his kink. Is chains.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm leaving it as is for now. Okay, let's destroyer. Wait, these are different.
Are they?
Destroyer's Awakenings got completely redone. Yeah.
Oh.
They kind of look like this still. They have they have all new animations though.
Oh. I can try and find the new ones if you want.
No, that's fine. We'll watch this. It's this, but a lot faster. And this is their second one. God. This is just a persnickety class. You should have played this class.
Yeah.
Ugh. Looking. Okay. I think this is called Terror Break.
The one where they bonk the ground and like they knock people up and then they do the smash.
Yeah.
That's super lame. That's less cool than just like the regular bonking ability.
It's like a D attack.
The one where they like charge up the supernova and like
That absorbs projectiles. Like that's actually useful. That absorbs whole ass attacks for the
if they
team.
weren't able to move during it, it would be giga shit. But since they're able to move during it, I think it's like an A tier, at least.
I think it's C. I think it's feels about the same to me as
What?
Gunlancer's shield.
That's crazy. Got to be higher than C. It's at least cooler than the spear.
Yeah, we'll put it in B. I can go B. But that Terror Break might be an F, honestly.
Okay.
No, the Paladin one's just so fizzled.
Yeah, Paladin one is useless.
Okay, and then we got Slayer.
Our execute.
So this is her first one. The execute. This looks so fucking dumb. It's such a dumb attack.
But it breaks the screen.
And then she's got it doesn't even break the screen. And then she's got Ragna Break, the Giga Demon Sword. Oh.
It does seem like a pretty big bomb.
Yeah. It's like the hardest hitting awakening in the game. Like not even like it's just the hardest hitting awakening. Or I guess other than bomb. Forget that bomb's not just an ability.
Yeah, spirit bomb, pretty good ability.
I'm gonna put execute at D. I do not think it is that good. Now
I think it's at least C. Like it's better than like the shit destroyer ability.
It does look better when they are in their form because it has like fire on it. But
it at least has like the screen effect to it. Like it isn't
true. Isn't just something happened.
Yeah. Isn't just a normal ass ability that
you can
have a 5-minute cooldown.
You can feel Ragna Break like throughout the whole you could feel it. That skill. That's an S tier skill.
Sure. If you say so.
Shadowhunter? Is that in the video? Is that correctly?
Yeah. I think so.
Assassin. Shadowhunter. Honestly, Gates of Eruption is fucking sick. They also made the animation look a lot better. We just don't have the patch yet. So we gotta keep that in mind. That they have new animations for this.
Yeah, the only problem with Gates of Eruption is that it's not the Giga Eye Beam.
Yeah, but it does look badass. This is the awakening that Perfect Suppression has to use.
I actually think that this would be a cooler awakening if you like had to channel it the entire time, or like it had a perfect zone. If it wasn't just something you put on the ground and then it filled up your meter, where like the boss could just walk out of it half the time. I don't know. I don't think this is a super highly ranked one in my opinion.
I think the thing that sets this thing apart though is this effect right at the end there, where it channels that orb, like the
Yeah, like if you had to actually channel it.
I think its graphics alone carry this one, but because it also looks better. I can't describe it. It just looks more refined. And then the laser beams, obviously, Gigapog.
Yeah, the laser beams high tier. Maybe A. Does it get S tier?
I think the laser beam's A.
Okay.
Gates of Eruption is either B or a C tier. Honestly, if I put Gates of Corruption at B, I feel like I need to move Gunlancer's other one down to C. But
or I'm thinking about putting it at C, personally.
Yeah, I guess it's mostly utility overall. It does look really cool. It is utility, but like that's the thing is like if it looks cool and it's like basically utility, it's kind of what I put for B. I'm gonna put a B tier.
I don't know. You kind of just put it down, and then like
yeah, but it has the utility of filling up your meter to like full meter.
Yeah, but it's like a basic skill. It's not like a huge damage pog.
I mean, it doesn't do anything. It does quite a bit of damage. Like
to me, it's C tier.
It's high C to B. I'll put it higher than the Gunlancer one.
Okay.
Deathblade. There's a Deathblade over here. Blade. The anime is fuck attack. Their secondary awakening is so fucking random. Wait, that's what happens if you hit the perfect zone? I never channeled it to the perfect zone. What the fuck? It actually looks kind of cool. Wait, that actually is like cooler than the first one if you channel that to full. Wait. That actually looks pretty badass. I have to rethink my stance here. Although it's completely useless because you would never stop attacking on a Deathblade long enough to channel it, but... Huh. Okay. Where'd I put their first one? The anime dash. It does do a shit ton of damage. Like, a lot of damage.
And destruction.
Yeah, and it's the best... I think it's literally the best destruction in the game. And gives them meter. Ooh, is it an A tier, though, because of that? I think it's, like, overwhelming... Everything but the animation, I think, is so overwhelming. It's an A tier.
I think the animation's also, like, pretty cool. Like, it's not something that you're spending a lot of time on, but it doesn't need to be. Like, it's kind of cool. It changes the screen a little bit. I'm fine with A tier for it.
A tier behind the beam. And then the other one, it's gotta be C tier. It's just so useless.
It's just not usable.
It just looks cool. It looks cool, though.
Sure. I could see it even being D tier, but...
Okay, then we got Reaper Awakenings.
Which definitely look like Reaper skills, for sure.
That thing does a fuck ton of damage, too. That
The Naruto gates.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we get the other one. Which is
small though.
And Reaper's attacks aren't big.
There you go.
That second attack is so Reaper though.
Yes.
But it's not cool looking at all.
Yeah.
Okay,
both of them are kind of lame.
I'm gonna give the gates C tier and the dashes D tier. Honestly, I could even give the dashes F tier. They fit Reaper so thematically though.
Which one do they use?
They only use nobody ever uses the dash.
Yeah, I think that makes it F tier. If you had told me that, they all use the dash, I'd be like, okay, that's cool.
No,
but
they all use the gates.
All right, and by okay, that's cool. I mean, it would go to D tier instead of F tier.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep the other one. The other one does so much damage though.
I'm okay with C tier.
Yeah.
It could be D tier though, honestly. Reaper.
I'm gonna put the Deathblade one at D tier and keep the Reaper one in C. Yeah.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Artist. Where is the artist video? Artist.
Second from the right.
This is such a cool awakening, by the way. The actual support one.
I disagree. I think the artist awakenings are giga dog.
They're so useful, though.
I think they're useful in that they generate you a ton of meteor, but like...
Landscape painting looks so sick, though. Like, this animation is awesome.
I guess.
You get a screen effect, multiple different screen effects, it paints the whole ground, does pretty good damage for, like, the only weakness here is its damage. But it is one of the best animations the game has. And then it even has the residual effect on your screen of the sploosh. And this one's just so big. Like, this is literally the whole screen. The whole, like, I don't know. It's cool. And then, like, the golden swirl at the end with the shield. Yeah, I think. Also the meter and the whole party, like, it's just insane. It has a bigger AoE than the other support shields, too, for, like, it can hit from farther away.
Strange.
I mean, Bard was the lowest range. They increased it, but Artist is still slightly bigger than Paladin.
Paladin can dive to where he needs to be with his shield.
Yeah. I think that I mean, it's just because it's not used, right? But I will put it in D tier for the first one because it is not used, but I will put it there with the caveat that it looks amazing. It is not usable though, which is a shame because it's just better to use the shield one in Chaos Dungeons as well for meter.
Yeah.
But I will put this one in A tier firmly. Or it's just generic being good and looking cool. I think it has a really nice sound effect too. It's very easy to hear when the artist is awakening. I think it is just I think both of them are well designed, but I think that
I think I'm okay with these rankings. I think I don't know that I would change the rankings. Although I might have different reasonings for putting them there.
Okay, we have Aeromancer. The first awakening. The fucking absolute fucking... I don't know what that is. Hurricane? Whirlpool. It is massive.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. And then the second awakening is also badass, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they both do nutty damage, have their own utility, generate shit tons of meter. Aeromancer might have the best awakenings. Like, just looking at, like, being halfway through and looking at the... I don't think you can compete with the overall usability and, like, graphics of the Aeromancer awakenings.
They're really good.
I mean, the sword slash to me is S tier, and if I had to put one at A tier, I would put the Typhoon there.
I put them both in S tier.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not cheating to put them both in S tier. They're both S tier. Yeah. They're literally just that good. They're just, I mean, they're just a new class. The
Storm one is better than the Sword one, but the Sword one is also S tier.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the Sword one's better than the Storm. That's because I like the screen break.
Really good. Yeah.
I think that the Storm one is almost too much for too long on the screen. Because that whirlpool is a long time.
That's fair.
But it is.
But I imagine you can do other, like, you cast it and then you can do other stuff, right?
Yeah. It's just hard to see attacks.
True. But it's so large.
Mm-hmm. Alright, then we have Bard. Everybody knows what Bards look like, right?
Kick W. It's in the video. They're circles.
Symphonia. These also got new animations, but this is also outdated.
Find them yourself, you can. Looks the same. That's what I know it as.
I think that the second one gets points for how cool it sounds. The song that plays while you play the second one.
The second one looks a whole lot cooler than the first one. It's unfortunate that the first one is the only useful thing.
I mean, it's not. Like, if we played in a meta where people aren't crit capped, this one will be so useful. It's 20% crit debuff for like 12 seconds. And this generates more meter. It's just...
Yeah, but the alternative is getting a Giga Shield.
Yeah.
So you can survive things.
It's a lot cooler than Paladin's DPS Awakening.
That's for sure.
But like, so Symphonia acquires like all the good. It does everything good. Like, it's a big AoE. It's a big shield. It gives good meter. It's animate. I think its animation is really good, but that's because I'm the one playing the Bard.
I mean, it's not as cool as Artist Awakening. It's not as cool as Paladin Awakening.
Yeah, definitely cooler than Gunlancer's sword, though.
Is it? And it's a lance, by the way.
I think it's
a B tier.
I think it's better than chains, but
I think it's B tier.
Putting it B tier, and I'm putting the chains way down. I'm gonna keep the big sword at the top of B tier, then Bard and Lancer could be interchanged, and then it'll be better than it's better than the Destroyer one to me, just because it has way more actual utility.
Yeah.
I think I could drop the chains down to honestly like D tier. It feels so bad.
I think it sits in C tier personally, but it doesn't get past C tier.
Yeah. Ontario just has to go D because I mean, like, that's just where the second, like, it's D or F tier, and I think it's more D. Honestly, I'm putting Destroyers at F tier.
Rip.
Artist has the better animation. I'll keep it like this. Yeah. Okay, Sork. As the big fuck you circle.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, though, like the sound effect, the meter gain,
impact, it looks cool.
And it does,
I think
like,
if it
it's
did
a
giga
burst.
damage.
It's a burst skill. Like, during Ignite, it is as worth to use as, like, Explosion or Punishing Strike.
Yeah, but it's not Doomsday.
Okay.
And it loses points for that.
I don't know. It's the better of the two.
For sure.
And the second one is the Meteors. This one has a really cool screen effect to start it, but then really falls off hard with the actual effect. Because it's so long to cast it.
Yeah, and it takes a long time also. For
And the meteors don't. The
land,
meteors
and
don't follow you
is
either.
Random and
yeah. I don't know. I think D tier for the meteors.
I think it might hit C tier just because it looks cool.
It's better than. It's better than Execute. It's better than the Doors. I don't know if it just doesn't have any utility, like, at all. It's good for Vicus Gate 3 tentacles, and that's it.
Yeah, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
But you're never going to use it. I don't know. Maybe that makes it D tier. Maybe Sorc bias is showing.
I think it's
by putting it C tier.
I feel about the same about it as I do Chains.
Okay.
And then the other one, I don't think it's any better than B tier though.
Same.
I think it's better than Destroy. I think I feel exactly the same about it as I do Destroyers.
Fair.
Okay, Arcana.
I might put it above Bard, but
yeah, it can go above Bard. Arcana. How does our land? We've got the cards that flip.
Naruto doors.
Got the cards that flip. It is cool that the cards flip, and then when it comes back to the center, it explodes, and it gives you 2 cards, which is compared to which is full meter twice.
If it had some sort of interaction where like you had to set up the cards or something for the awakening, or like it pulled from your deck or something.
It does pull from the deck, but
no, but like the cards that it throws out don't, like, anytime you press the awakening, it's going to be the same awakening card. Like, not the cards that it generates you on the pull once it's done, but the actual effect of the cards when they're out there.
I guess I don't understand what you mean, but it's not very cool. No,
the giant fucking card, when you press the button, it puts cards up.
Yeah, you want the cards to look different?
I want it to have different effects based off of, like, something.
Oh. Yeah, I guess, I mean, the card, like, yeah. It's not used based on cards. That would be cool, but then it would make it, like, actually required to run this awakening. I mean, it basically is already.
And really just to set up.
Yeah.
I get that. Or if it was, like, the last 6 cards you use.
This is the cooler of the awakenings because of its utility. I guess, actually, I don't even know. The second one is the Reaper. And this one's really good too because it does damage based on ruin stacks. So
it makes no sense though as a Arcana.
One of the cards in the Arcana is the Reaper though.
Is death, but that's not the Reaper.
I mean, this is death.
No, that's a common misconception of what death is. It's not the Reaper in tarot. It's not, those things aren't the same.
I swear I looked this up because we had this discussion before, and in Korean tarot it's different.
Okay.
They have different ones. There's a
My recollection is when we looked it up. It's not death meaning death. It's death meaning like a new beginning or like the end of a chapter, not like of grave death.
But this one, so the guy has rune stacks, and the way this one works is it does damage based on the rune stacks you have. So like it's insane. It's like it's how Arcana can do like the highest burst damage combo because you have the right cards comboed with Reaper, it's just an insane amount of DPS. It's one of the highest DPS awakenings when used correctly. But it doesn't look that cool, and its animation is really annoying to time. You can animation cancel it, though. Like, you can cast it and instantly dash to do something else.
I think the only points this one gets is for damage, not for anything else. I don't think it's...
I think
it doesn't feel super thematic with the rest of the class. Initially, I thought this was a Reaper skill.
I think that the second awakening, the one with the Reaper on it, seems more thematic to me than the mirror cards. The only thing that's thematic about the mirror cards is the fact that it draws cards.
Those are also unthematic. I also had complaints about the mirror cards. I think both of these aren't very strong.
I think the mirror cards is D tier
in terms of the tiering.
I think the Reaper. I'm gonna put it above the Reaper Awakening in C tier just to fuck everybody who plays Reaper.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think it's better than Chains, though. I think it's between Chains and the Meteors from Sorc for me.
Fair enough.
Summoner. We've got fucking fuck you, gigantic gigantic. They also redid the animations for this guy too.
Did they?
He has a lot more lightning coming off of him when I've seen him. He also does a lot more damage post rework, etc., etc. He also generates a lot more meter now, right? It's pretty good.
He does generate a lot of meter.
He's also just like really unique in terms of awakening skills. He's like literally the most unique one because he's a pet.
He's actually a pet and you can actually reactivate him to use his ability more.
And he does really good damage, right?
Yeah. He does insane damage in the Colossus he build.
And they've also redone the worm.
He is a little derp in that, like, if the boss moves, he does have to, like, trundle along the ground to catch up to him.
Okay, the worm is not that much different now. It's also it also generates full meter. The worm does a lot of damage. Ain't no way you put Berserker that low. What do you mean? Berserker's Awakenings are lame. I mean, they're middle of the pack. I don't know, the worm and Slayer is better? Yeah, because of the damage it does.
Slayer has Booba, so...
I mean, Ragnarbrake is better than the gigantic sword and does more damage. Yeah, we're considering damage.
Partially, yeah. It's a factor. The factor that we're basing it off of is Pogicity. So damage is a factor in the amount of Pog that you have when you press the button.
I think Summoner... I think I could rank the Colossus in A tier, honestly. I think it's almost S tier. Like,
I haven't played with it. I think it's only A tier, but I could see S tier. I don't know. I could also see B tier.
Like it does big damage, generates a bunch of meter, looks cool, is unique in the fact that it's the only pet awakening.
Yeah, but it being a pet awakening is a bit of a downside because it's slightly derp because it's a pet AI.
I guess. I put it A tier. I'll put it above the Deathblade.
That's fine with me.
The worm, though. So the worm the worm does a fuck ton of damage. But other than that, that's basically it.
Yeah. I don't know. We all know worm is S tier. But as for the awakening ranking, I don't think it's very high. I think it's like
it's not D tier.
I was gonna say D tier, but maybe C tier. I don't know.
It's the probably it. I mean, I'm gonna move Slayers down. Execute is fucking lame.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna put the Worm in its place. I'm putting Worm above.
In
Dude,
Kaku
I just
tier?
don't like the chains. I'm putting the Worm above the chains. I think Berserker's chains are fucking stupid. So. And then like the chains just don't fill the category of they don't do that much damage and they don't do like meter or like it's just a miss.
Also, they kind of whip around indiscriminately.
Yeah.
If like they attach to your target or something, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. It's just activating a circle of damage. Like it's yeah. Honestly, the more I talk about it, the more I want to even drop it to like D tier.
No, it's staying in C tier.
Okay.
I won't let it get past C tier.
Okay. Okay, then we have Sharpshooter. They have also redone these animations from this video. But you know.
Sharpshooter might also be one. I know there's a few more that were not properly time stamped in the thing. We'll get there when we get there. Wolf looks about the same.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think about Tornado? I think the Wolf's pretty bottom of the what does Wolf do? It's just meter. Like that's all we ever used it for. It's not actually meant to do damage.
And it does okay.
But it's Papega as fuck because it keeps running and most of its damage is along the path, and it doesn't like actually do that much damage to small hit like the average guard. Like other than Kunga, realistically, how many times are you hitting that guy with the target with the damage tick, right?
Yeah,
it was absolutely it felt absolutely useless in Clown. He's so tiny. I don't know how I feel about the Tornado. I think the Tornado's alright. I don't think it does that much damage.
I think like if the Tornado followed your target, it'd be cooler. But as it is,
I do like that the Tornado one makes you stealth.
I don't think that's that cool. Mostly because I played against a Sharpshooter in PvP not that long ago.
I don't know. Is Fenrir F tier? Are they both F tier? Honestly,
they might both be F tier.
I think the Tornado's. For me, the Tornado is either slightly better than the Deathblade Second Awakening, or it's F tier. What do you think about that?
I think they might both be D tier.
Middle, bottom, top?
Bottom of D tier, definitely.
Just put them right next to each other. They can be best friends.
Yeah.
The wolf and the bird.
I think... Yeah, I don't know. The only saving grace for the wolf is that it has like a little bit of screen effect for him, and then it is cool to do Death Rush into Wolf into Death Rush.
Yeah.
Also, it generating your full meter at the start of the fight.
But like Fenrir
really
is not
handy.
even as cool as the new Hawk shot though.
Yeah, true. The new Phoenix shot.
Yeah, is just it's just a better skill without a 5-minute cooldown.
Yeah.
It's a D tier. Honestly, I want to put Fenrir in F tier, but
yeah, maybe it is F tier. If we were a charging as like a
supercharge
where like he charged up quick and did Mondo Dam.
Also, he's not a charge attack; he's a holding attack, so it would have to be all out attack. But
okay, whatever would make him Pog.
Yeah, if he was better, if he was a better skill, he'd be a better skill.
Yeah.
If Sharpshooter was a better class, he'd be a better skill. That's not true. But
honestly, the birds might also be F. Because like it does hardly any damage. it's lame to actually land it.
I think that I think they're still better than Destroyer's whatever the fuck ground shatter he does, though.
Yeah, that might be true. Yeah, maybe it does get to D tier.
I'll put him at top of F
okay.
tier. Put him at top of F.
I'm fine either way.
Okay, then we have... Is this Deadeye?
I think that's Deadeye, and then Gunslinger comes after.
Okay, where is Deadeye?
I think it's in its own video, because he wasn't released for this one, or... No, Gunslinger's in its own video.
Well, Deadeye's not in that video either.
He is, he just doesn't have the right chapter. For some reason, he's in the Lancemaster chapter.
Why is the Lancemaster chapter so big? What the fuck?
Because it also has Artillerist.
Oh. Okay, what do we got here? I've seen the animations for Deadeye on the new... I think they also updated them. Yeah, but it looks sort of similar to that.
Okay.
But it's got more bombs in it, I think. But it's basically that.
Yeah, when I encountered it in the video, this was the first time I'd ever seen this awakening. That looks so fucking stupid. That looks so...
Dude, the fucking gun. What the fuck is that?
The gun is cool. The gun is cool.
I think the gun is worse.
The gun is just a regular gunslinger ability.
I think the gun is worse. I think the gun looks fucking worse than the first one.
Fucking lame.
I
don't know. I think these are both pretty bad, but I like the gun one.
It looks so fucking dumb, though. I think it looks so stupid. That gun is way too big for him.
What do you mean? It's like when you go get your dad's tail. Like when you're wearing your dad's suit.
Yeah.
Except it's your dad's rifle. Okay, Kona, brother.
Okay. Dude, I don't know. I just don't think either of them looks that acceptable. I'd probably put them at the bottom of F, like towards the bottom of F tier, but
I think the gun one gets to D, but the like spin around with your pistols. That's so bad, dude.
I think that was to me. I think that one looks better than the fucking stupid big gun.
I don't know. They're both pretty bad.
I mean,
know. Irma, do you have any thoughts? Do you play this class? Do you have any thoughts, Irma, on Deadeye?
I'm gonna put the gun. To me, initially, I'm putting the big gun shoot thing above Deathblade's because I feel like I'd be doing too much of a service to Deathblade's Second Awakening if I didn't put the gun above it. If you're doing damage, yeah, okay.
Does it do a lot of damage?
It does.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure Pistolier is a spec build.
Okay, I can see it fitting into the class. It just doesn't feel like an awakening skill is the problem.
I mean, it's a pistol awakening skill, right? Pistol's supposed to be quick.
Yeah, but it's a 5-minute cooldown.
Yeah. But, okay. I'm going to put this one at the top of C tier. I'm going to put it above the gates because I just think it's better than the other one. That's as a personal. I just think it's better than the gun.
I don't know. I feel like they need to, if it had just, taken a grenade out of its back pocket and, threw, a satchel of grenades and then, lined up the shot with the pistol and, one-shot the bombs on
that's what it's doing.
Or something.
It's
not really what
it's throwing grenades into the air around it and then 360 shooting them.
Yeah, but that's not...
Short animations are good. Sometimes.
I don't know if I put this in C tier. Yeah, short animations are not what I'm complaining about. It can be short. It just looks silly.
You want to be in a 30-second animation?
You can do the bomb thing that I'm describing quickly, where you just, you take out the thing, you throw it in, and you just, shoot it twice with your pistols.
I think...
It's just not flashy. Which, I mean, I get that it's not supposed to be, because you're, a special operative, high-class secret mission man, but...
I'll put it in the middle of C tier.
I don't know. I think it's a D, F tier ability, but That's whatever. I'm fine with it there. It does good damage.
Okay, we got Gunslinger. Okay, the fart bullet.
Yeah, like that's cool.
I think that I do think that Gunslinger's Awakenings are both better than Deadeye.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the turn around, load the gun, fire out the gigantic explosive round. Fucking pretty cool. That's just new class superiority right there showing, right?
Yeah.
This is it's high noon shot.
Yeah.
Pretty
the
fucking
poop bullet
sick.
is iconic. It's at least A tier.
It does really fucking good damage too. Have you ever been shot by this thing in PvP?
No, I've never actually gotten hit, and I'm a Gunlancer. I don't know if it's possible to hit that
No,
ability.
you literally can't miss it. If you stun
Can
them,
ya?
if you stun them
Oh.
correctly, you cannot miss on
Okay.
Gunslinger. The stun combo, if you grenade then knock them down into this, they just can't move. It is
I
like
don't think I've actually ever seen a Gunslinger stand still long enough to use this ability in PvP, so
it's only really used in the 1v1 fight. That it's used there. In the
again, I'm a Gunlancer. I don't do that.
Yeah, in the deathmatch, I'm pretty sure they just throw the giant grenade from off screen because it goes till it explodes, till it goes to it hits something. So it's really fucking cool. But they both do absolutely massive damage. This one does weak point. I don't know if the other one does weak point. I really don't know if it's.
I mean, the
weak point or
poop
not.
bullet is definitely above the
See, I don't know. I think it's pretty
big
close.
gun. I think they're close, but I think poop bullet's ahead.
I think it's that added little backflip at the end you do. You do one flip, then the second flip. And then, yeah, I don't know. They're both really fucking cool, though. Hmm. So you think Fart Bullet A? I think it can go next to. I think I could put it next to the Colossus, and feel pretty good about it. But like the bomb, though. So your argument for would you put it in B tier?
I mean, I might also get to A. It's either A or B. Either top of high B, maybe not top of B. I think the Berserker sword might be. I might put it below the Berserker sword, above the.
All right, I'm moving Berserker sword to A then.
Okay.
Move Berserker sword to A. I'll put the gun, the big boom gun, at the top of B.
Fair enough.
All right, now we have Artillerist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on the record here, and I think that Artillerist Awakenings are really, really bad.
What?
But
the turret is so pog.
I think they are bad.
I think the turret's really pog. I think the barrage of missiles is big dumb.
Where is?
I think that if you had to be like so.
How much damage does the barrage of missiles actually do, though? Is it good damage or no?
I don't know. Everyone uses, or I always use the turret. I think it does okay damage. I think I use it in tower sometimes. Like it does fine damage. It just doesn't build any meter. And
it takes like 10 years to land.
Yeah. And it also doesn't always hit. Because it's just in a huge area, but it's small areas within that huge area.
Yeah, like the Sork Awakening.
Yeah. Well, it's better than the Sork Awakening, okay?
Yeah.
But, like, if you had to, like, if you could have it be, it does the regular thing when you're in regular mode, but then when you go into wheelchair mode, you're, like, better able to, like...
Can you control this turret?
Kinda. It has another ability where it shoots out the big lasers.
That one?
Yes. Nope.
Oh, it's the thing where it calls down the air. Okay. That gives us some points.
Nope,
is it not
that?
What? What the fuck is it then?
Well, hopefully he uses it in the video.
He didn't.
Say that's it. No, he's gonna use it here for sure. Hopefully. It's that.
Those lasers?
Which you might say, that looks very... Nope. It has like lasers coming out of the back of the arms as well when it's being used. It's not just... It's like... It looks very similar to just the 3 lasers, but it's not the airstrike. I don't know that he uses it.
I don't think he uses it.
It just looks a lot like the lasers, but more lasers.
Okay.
It's not that special.
The homing barrage is a solid D tier for me.
If they had it to where you could use the regular homing barrage when you're in normal form, but then when you go into wheelchair form, you could like do a better version of the homing barrage where like
if you had that awakening on
your, if you were using this awakening, it had a different mode for when you're in wheelchair. I think it would be like hugely improved. But as it is, it's pretty bad. Is it F tier?
No, it's not F tier.
It's close. It's close to F tier.
It's better than the mirrors.
Yeah.
It's better than Bard's Circle too. Because it does do damage. Does it generate a meter? Does it like fill up your meter? Which one fills up meter?
The turret fills up meter. That's why you use the turret.
Okay. I feel like I could put that. Honestly, I like the animations of the turret. And does it do really big damage?
It fills up your meter. It does okay-ish damage. You're a spec build, so it does okay-ish damage.
I'll put it higher than Spark Awakening.
The way that you use the turret is as you're about to go into your wheelchair, you throw out the turret, then you enter wheelchair, you do your rotation, and then you come out of the wheelchair, and then the turret's doing its ability to send you back into wheelchair immediately.
Okay. I'll put it's better than Gunlancer's Awakening.
I think that's fair. I think that's a good spot for it.
Okay, then we have Scout. What the fuck is Scouter's Awakenings?
AC 130 inbound.
Are these in here?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, they are. Oh, this is the fucking airstrike. Holy shit! Okay,
AC 130 inbound, dude. That's such a cool awakening.
What the fuck, Worm? Which one do you use? Does Worm use this one? Okay, that's what. Yeah, it's pretty fucking so cool. Pog, actually. What's the second one? Wait, that actually looks fucking sick. That looks sick.
I don't know, dude. That's really lame compared to the AC 130.
But like, it fits so well because of like the tactical, like the drone tactically new, like. Because it's on the drone, it looks like. It like maneuvers to the drone. That's sick.
Yeah.
This is the awakening I've seen Saint use. I think this is the AT awakening though. Dude, the sound, listen to that sound effect though. The fucking, that is so crisp.
Fair.
Dude, that is clean. Dude, why does Scouter have fucking such clean abilities? What the fuck? This is like one of
Iron Man.
Yeah, this is fucking cool class. I could put these both in A tier confidently.
I think the AC 130 is S tier.
I think I rate the mini nuke better than the AC 130 because the AC 130 deletes my eardrums.
That's why it's S tier.
I could honestly put them both in S tier.
I think the nuke is A tier. I think the nuke is below Paladin Awakening.
Sure,
but
yeah.
AC 130.
I think it's the way that you aim the nuke. And I'm pretty sure it does a fuck ton of damage. So
that's probably true.
The AC 130 looks really cool though. So I'll put that in S tier. And it looks like it does. Does it do damage, Worm? You're a spec build, right? I'm guessing the can you also awake? Can you fire either of those while in Iron Man? Or like, how does that work? Use it for meter? Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Still seems really good. You can't use either while transformed? Ooh.
It still looks really cool, though.
I might have to lower it, though, because of that.
I mean, you can't use your turret or you can't use either of the Artillerist ones either while transformed.
Yeah, but you can use the laser beam on Shadowhunter.
Well, you can only use it while transformed on Shadowhunter.
Yeah. Which is, to be fair, why I didn't put it in S tier. Could be one of the... Is a good reason to not put it in S tier, because it does have that flaw. I feel like that's a pretty big flaw. It looks really cool, though. I'll give it that. I honestly want to...
the level of Pog is S tier from it.
I want to put the Paladin Awakening in S tier. But... It, like, just does everything.
Muddying
it just does everything, though.
Okay. If you want, we can swap the Paladin and the Scouter.
That's what I would do, yeah. Yeah. I think that I don't like Paladins, but I do think that the go into the air, grow giant wings, slam into the ground, provide a whole, basically arena-wide shield with getting full meter is... It's in terms of the supports, it's unmatched, right? So...
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. It's
one of Paladin's coolest features, for sure.
Okay, and then we got Striker. I'm pretty sure that's Striker first and not Wardancer.
I think so. I think it's Striker first.
The first ult. Okay, the music that plays during that is pretty sick.
Is that from the Awakening or from the...
It's from the Awakening.
Okay.
It's the kick into the kick. How do we feel about the kick into the kick?
Into kick. It's pretty cool. It's very Striker.
Yeah, that feels very Striker. What's the second one? Wait, that actually looks really badass too. Oh, it can be held. Can it be held? Oh, it has different... You can just do a big giant kick, or you can do the whole thing. I don't know how I feel about either of these. I'm not a striker. Like I guess to me, every time I see a striker do the double kick, he misses.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like they just fucking whiff that shit. I've also never seen anybody use the second one, I don't think. So
I've always seen double the kick into big kick.
I know that there's a combo in PvP I've been hit by a striker where it does the same thing as Gunslinger, where they can land that double kick. Because they're like, it's faster, right? Because you have swiftness, and then it's like kick, fucking slam your head into the ground twice. But like, I don't know how I actually feel about it. Like, the kick is very visually pleasing. I don't know. Do we put it? I don't think it does justice to either of them to put them in C tier. I think it is too harsh a grade to put them in C tier or below.
Really? Because I was gonna put the kick in B tier and maybe it's A tier. It's either B or A tier for the kick, and I was gonna put it in C or D tier for the other one.
I'll put the second kick next to the worm in C tier. And I'm gonna put... I think it just takes too long for that animation, for the cool part of the second ult. I think the animation takes too long. And the big kick, yeah, I'll put it below Berserker in A tier. It's pretty good.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, what are the fucker Wardancers? Oh yeah, the bouncing kick.
I need to call in an expert again. Herma.
Wardancer.
What the fuck are these abilities?
So the first one is this. is just a bunch of kicks into a fireball.
Kick.
Okay, that's F tier.
It's yeah.
Wait, is that really it? Okay, we're gonna inspect this on the scene. Hang on. I don't. I feel like it's better than that. Hold on. It can't be that bad. That's worse than Fenrir, bro. What the fuck?
He just super swamp ass.
What the fuck is that? It's like 4 seconds of channeling to do a fucking...
Just a fucking...
A fucking... Somebody ate Taco Bell fart, like...
No screen toggle, no, like... Super flash, just...
Okay.
A medium-sized fireball.
It is! Okay. Their graphics are on low settings or something. Or
it's gotten an update since then.
Yeah. It looks slightly better.
The fireball has gone from medium to medium.
I'm pretty sure that the way they use this awakening, though, this one is to just instantly tap it for Dominion. So
yeah, and that's hyper cringe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's F tier. It's better than Paladins, but that's it. Yeah. Is it better? Actually, is it better than the dash from Reaper? It might be. I don't know. What about the mirrors, though? The dashing... Like, I feel like I rate this one about the same as I rate...
Well, we didn't get the video for the mirrors, okay? We gotta see it.
Oh, yeah, I was too distracted by the other one. It's very easy. It's very iconic to hear the Wardancer.
Of the mirror awakenings, which there are a few.
This is the best one.
This is the best one.
Yeah.
Because you become...
the energy.
The bouncing ball of energy. And end it with a...
I think it's a B tier, honestly, because it does really good damage, too.
It has to go at least above all of the other mirror awakenings. Which, granted, those haven't been very highly ranked.
I do like the sound. I think it's just I like the sound that they make as they're bouncing around. Really feel the effort going into being a ball of energy. Also, the explosion at the end is really nice too. I don't know, Irma, how much damage does this thing actually do? Is this actually good damage? I would put it above Bard's Awakening, but below, just because it's a long animation.
I would put it above. I would put it below Turret, personally.
Okay.
Below Turret, above Lance.
Okay. Then we've got the spears.
2 different colors of spears.
Which, their icons look lame, but they're actually cool looking.
Okay, let's see about that.
Okay, the first one is the Spirit Bomb. This one... I mean, you look at this animation and you're like, God damn, like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really cool looking.
And then you throw it, and then it lands, and then it does, like, actually Mondo Dam in, like, a huge area. It's really good. Its actual downside is the fact that it takes too long to wind up. But you do still use it.
But it looks really cool.
In terms of usability, both are usable, though. Like, both Awakenings can be used. I think Control uses this one. I've seen versions of Pinnacle use this one too. Early on when I was making the class and people were asking about Awakenings, it was Preference. Now Preference might have just become meta, and a lot more people use the other one, but I don't know. This is really cool though, in terms of like everything. Neither of them build meter, because that's not really how this class works. Also, okay, a downside is that this one, the Stab and Jab, is only good in one mode. It is only good in blue stance. It does no fucking damage in red. It is really fun to use, though. I will say from using it, this one is really fun to use because it hits like your whole arsenal of skills. Because again, you're a spec build, right? This thing hits as hard as like a whole rotation of skills. It's just so many hits followed with like, it's like all the iconic, it's like a bunch of glaive slashes into the spear stabs, into just a dash, like it goes through the target. I don't know. Would you say to you that, to me, this one looks cooler than the Spirit Bomb, and I like the Spirit Bomb.
I think the Spirit Bomb's cooler than the stabby stab.
But this does so much damage.
I mean, I think they're pretty close.
Yeah. I think that they belong in A tier.
I was going to put them both in B.
I would settle for B if they're at the top of B tier, both of them.
I'm okay with bottom of A. I think the Spirit... I almost think they fall on... Like, they're very close, but I almost think they fall on the line of... I would put Spirit Bomb in bottom of A and Stabby Stab in top of B. That's my opinion.
I almost would flip that just because of their damage, but... Sure. I do like
Spirit Bomb looks really cool.
Yeah. Okay. Scrapper. Oh god.
The animation queen.
Yeah. About to be blown away by animations, right? Right, guys? We've got the first one. Which, by the way, this first one looks really cool. Flying Dragon Kick. Looks really cool, but why are we kicking on a Scrapper?
Also, if it did damage, like, along the entire path, and not just in the circle at the end...
But it does big damage.
I guess, but like...
Okay, I think for Taijutsu, both are basically useless. But for...
Shock.
This one could be used... This one can be used in a bad fight. Like, honestly, I should switch to this one more for the cringe fight. Like, Tiana's, I should use this one. Right? But it does slightly less damage, and I want big damage number.
Yeah, big pawn.
I think this is the best animation Scrapper has. Is this Awakening?
It's the only animation Scrapper has. Let's be honest.
But now, where do I put the Big Fist? Like, the Big Fist, you feel it when it hits. It does lots of damage. It has
Pog.
It has the highest stagger.
It's Pog. I don't know if it's like above a C tier of Pog, but it's Pog.
I don't know. I would put it firmly... I would put it between the Wardancer and Gunlancer abilities in B tier. The Fist.
I was going to put it lower than that.
It's better than Destroyer, and it's better than Symphonia. Both of them are, to be honest.
I think the Fist is better than those, but not the Dragon Advent.
Okay, Dragon Kick. What do you think?
I'm thinking like below Gunlancer Shield, above Meteors.
Okay. I mean, it still does damage, and it's easy to hit. Pretty easy to hit.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel very Scrapper.
Yeah. It's like their
Also
only
doesn't feel very
range on
Pog.
Scrapper.
Yeah, also it just doesn't feel very Pog. I feel like it's missing some elements. Alright, last class. Soulfist.
Soulfist. Can I just put Spirit Bomb at S tier? Because I think it is.
We're gonna save it for last. And we gotta see the video first.
Where
We're
is
saving Spirit Bomb for last. It's in the longer
Spirit
video.
Bomb is first.
Well, okay, but we're gonna rank it.
Also,
last.
there's not the new animation. I need the new animation video from Soulfist. These don't do it justice. Bomb. Here we go. Fire it! I'm on the edge of my seat. Oh, dude, like, nah. Like, bro, easy best awakening. Look at the fucking energy gathering off screen.
He's spoiling it.
Look at it, dude.
I
Oh,
know.
and then the whole fucking arena, all of Trixian. Like, that is so sick. Like, this is what you want, and like, how are they gonna outdo this for the third awakening? Because like, this is what a third, like, this is what it feels like to be a class.
To chew 5 gum.
Yeah. Like, look at that fucking impact. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. No beam. Okay. Well, the beam is the beam. But it looks cool. I don't know, like it's got its own cool factors to it where Wei comes out and is like, I'll help you.
Yeah, and then he hands you the Way card at the end.
Only I don't know. I think that yeah, Spear Bomb's just the best in the game. Slayer's is worse than honestly Slayer's Awakening is worse than Paladin's, I think. I think it just does enough damage to make up for it.
I don't know. I haven't weighed in on Ragnarok. I think it's okay as an S tier, but only because it does Mondo Dam. Otherwise, I don't think it's that special, honestly.
There's yeah. I don't know about the like the beam, it just takes so like both of the Soulfist thing is their awakenings take a long time. But in almost every like so the beam, right, does a lot of damage, but because it's not Spirit Bomb, you don't use it on Robust. And on the other build, we just use it to activate Dominion. We tap it again, it's gone. But it still does a two-part blast when you just instantly tap it. So it's better than the Wardancer's one by a lot. And if you hold it, it actually does good damage. So like if you're in downtime, it's just you're not a spec build when you play EO. You're a swiftness build. So obviously awakenings don't do that much damage. It just has the visual feel, but it's not really good. I don't know if I'd put it in D tier. It looks too good to be an F tier.
It's certainly not an F.
But does it do enough damage to be...
I think just off visuals, it's at least to C tier.
Yeah.
And that might be all it has is visuals.
I think it's better than I think it's better than Flying Dragon Kick. Maybe it's like maybe it's exactly the same as Flying Dragon Kick.
Yeah, is it better than Meteor? I don't think so.
It's just not that useful.
I think it's between Meteor and Dragon Kick.
Okay. Without the new animation for Spirit Bomb, I would still put it at S tier, but I'd put it below Paladin, for record. But with the new animation, like, how do you beat that? How do you beat that satisfaction of landing that ability? Well, you beat it with the dissatisfaction when you miss it, but yeah. It's really big now. Also, like, Robust scales its damage now too. So, it
looks really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anything you want to change?
Honestly, so like, if I had to cut it, I could almost cut a tier off of this one. Because I feel like I could drop everything in D tier to F and just move everything in... Honestly, I could drop 2 tiers off. I feel like everything I put in... or most of the stuff I put in C tier, some people could probably argue it just goes in F tier. Other than apparently
I think
Berserker.
I think the bottom... Like, if you look at the bottom of F tier, like, Paladin sword that does jack...
Paladin sword could be its own category.
Like...
Honestly,
these awakenings in F tier, I think, are in a league of their own of shit.
I'm gonna move the Arcana mirrors to F tier. I think that hurts me, but I think it's barely better than Wolf. It's between Wolf and the Tornado.
Ouch. I don't disagree.
I honestly think Slayer's Execute could go to almost to F tier. It just does a good chunk of damage. It's fine where it is, actually.
It has the screen effect.
Yeah, it's fine where it is.
It's just not as good as Ragnarok.
Oh.
Like, if Slayer had a shit second awakening and you used Execute, it'd be okay. Like, it'd probably be near Berserker's Slash. Like, it'd be an A tier thing if it didn't have to compete.
I'm gonna move Berserker Slash above Colossus. Move Colossus down to below Deathblade. I just don't know if Berserker beats out Shadowhunter's beam. Mostly the fact I don't think it does. I don't think it does enough damage. And Artist, the supports get a higher ranking because they don't have to do damage. So like,
also the Artist one, like, it builds meter, it builds. It has a shield.
Yeah.
The animation's okay.
Might need to move the Scouter Nuke. The Scouter Nuke just has the good sound effect. It's too clean. I just like the little touch of the drone being the one to fire it. Like, you like command the drone and then it does like the lasers pinpoint. It stays there. I almost want to move both of Scouters to S tier. I think the only reason why they're not in S tier is because they aren't usable in Iron Man mode. If you could use both of them in Iron Man mode, easy S tiers, probably above Aeromancer.
I think Scouters are both very good, but I'm fine.
I think that one of the supports had to go to S tier for an awakening, and it's Paladin's for sure.
Paladin is certainly the best of the support awakenings.
It has the best and the worst awakening in the game. Yeah. Let's say taste my sword. Dink, dink, dink. Just a fucking little fizzle. Okay, anyway, that's my tier list. You can call it bullshit if you want. I think it's pretty fair.
I mean, it's personal.
I think that if it was just off damage, maybe we could do it again for just damage.
Like, there's an objective answer to that, though, right? Like, we could hunt down the objective answer to the
spec
most damage.
Yeah, spec with damage. Yeah.
But it's not just about damage.
A lot of these would be
support ones would drop to like F tier.
Yeah, supports would just be left out of the damage ones.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though. All right.